So I just want to give some examples of how capitalism and the social norms are created, and how big corporations and big companies emulate those and kind of like, what's the word? Not improve, implement them, but I don't know, whatever the word is, or the petri dish for them. They love that shit, number one, because you buy more stuff and you alter your body more and you stress over that stuff. But okay, so I work at Lululemon, and for example, they don't make kids' clothes, right? They don't sell, they're not for kids, they're an adult, athletic, leisure wear, yoga company, okay? All good deal. Okay, fake. Their target audience right now, and ever since really like COVID lockdown, is kids. Our biggest drivers, our biggest clients, customers, money spenders are kids, teenagers. I mean, I'm not kidding you. We have kids coming in there as early as like 4 and 5 years old, toddlers dang near, and they're trying to come in and see if anything fits their kids. Okay, so that's been happening because it's been more popular. Everybody's got to have it. It's the same thing that like American Eagle and Aeropostale and Hollister was whenever I was growing up. Like, you either had Walmart Dickies or you had that from the mall, and it was kind of the same thing. So now it's Lululemon. Everybody has to have Lululemon, and everybody's parents saying, well, you know, everybody else has it, so I just want them to have it too. Well, whatever we do to make sure our kids don't feel inferior, and that's another topic for another day. But what the corporation is doing, and I'm sure many others, this is not just calling that out, Hollister and all that did the same thing when they had size 00 pants, and they were literally so small and so crotch showing, it was crazy. So that's Lulu's MO now, in my opinion, is they don't sell to kids and they don't market to kids, but their target clientele is kids. And so what they've done is the sizes in there are insanely skewed. If you are a grown woman going in and shopping at Lulu, you will leave there with your head spinning, wondering what happened. Why all of a sudden am I wearing a size 12 or whatever shirt when I know I've never worn that before? I don't know. And just getting in the head because the sizes are so skewed. Our size zeros are literally made 5 and 6 year olds can come in and fit into these shorts. That's a size 0. Then you have a 2. It's a smidge bigger. That's for a 7-year-old. You have a 4. That's for an 8 to 10 year old. Like, the sizes are so skewed. It really frustrates me because I just feel like it's doing a disservice to the girlies. Number one, what is it doing to our younger generation? And why, as a corporation, don't you want to come out and say, or even make a whole other side where you cater to kids and you sell to kids? Instead, you're playing into this really toxic narrative of being super thin, being real thin, need to be smaller. You need to be smaller if you want to fit in these clothes. It is an absolute psychological warfare, and I just don't think it's ethical on their end to not want to go out and say, you sell to children, this is your target audience. So instead, you're taking grown people's clothing, you're skewing the sizing, making it so messed up that you just have the grown people leaving in there in a whirlspin. So really, you're almost digging yourself a hole, Lemon Corporation, by doing this, because what are going to be the long-term repercussions of this kind of narrative? And also, it's just kind of disgusting. You are a big enough corporation, you could literally branch off and have a whole kids unit and make even more money. So I really am curious at this point, because we know if you're a business at this point, especially a $1 billion corporation, everything you're doing is about how can you make more. So I'm curious to know why that hasn't been a thing, knowing that at this point in time, especially, it could pop off. I don't know. I don't think there's some kind of hidden agenda or anything, but I just can't get down with it, and I think it's unfair to the ladies, to the girls. I don't think it's cool, and I just don't know what the MO is, and it makes it even more weird because now you have people coming in getting their 5, 6, 7, 8 to 12-year-old kids $75 pair of shorts with your absolute whole entire butt hanging out. $130 leggings. It doesn't make any sense at this point. And it's creepier, and by creepy I mean more disgusting, because every time you come in there and you buy and you purchase from this place, you're telling them, you're giving them the green light. You're telling them, hello, you can literally mark this up to whatever you want, and I'm still gonna come in here and I'm gonna spend every dollar I got, every dollar the bank will give me, is what they mean to say, credit cards. Number one, because I want this. Number two, God forbid we aren't keeping up with the Joneses, and my kid has to learn what it means if somebody else might have something that I don't have, or that they learn the reality of the world today and what that crap costs compared to what it's worth, compared to the markup. Because if you're able to make billions with bees, then it's a pretty huge markup considering you're a big store. Think of all the employees you have to pay, all the salaries, all the costs that comes along. And after all that, all the costs and everything, you are still able to make billions of dollars. I don't know. That when you zoom out and you think about it like that, it sounds disgusting. Especially when we know that some little kid in another country made that stuff for less than $1 an hour, for nothing, just to exist. So take your power back as a human. Step out of that capitalism, consumerism matrix. Think about what you're doing. Think about the kinds of values and morals and principles you want to instill in your children. As a parent, I'm sure it's devastating. I just killed a butterfly. That was sad. It's devastating. I don't know what to say. As a parent, I'm sure it's tough because you don't want to see your kid be sad. You don't want to see them go without. You don't want them to feel left out or not good enough because they don't have what their friends have. Okay? I get that. I am not undermining that. And I also think that is important. But that's where your role as the parent, as the emotionally aware, emotionally regulated human that you are or should be, that's when you come in and you teach them through understanding, maybe even experiences, that is a part of life and it's not a bad thing. And you don't have to have the other things other people have in order to be happy, to be fulfilled, or have enough. And then you can kind of create a well-rounded human in your child, and they're not going to be victim to that consumerism that's latching them. It's latching them right now. When you give them this obsession with certain clothing, and I have to have these name brands and everybody else has it, you are literally, number one, their propaganda is working. It's winning. They got you. Now you're teaching your toddler how to obsess over things to buy and making sure they're keeping up with the Jones and they match everybody. And if you bought it, I gotta go buy it, and we don't care what it costs. We gotta have it. I don't know. How much you think?